Pokemon is a series a lot of people have a huge fondness for, and that especially goes with the Gen 4 pairs of games, Pokemon Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum. And frankly, some people, including myself, think that these are probably some of the best games we've ever gotten. And for me, I think Platinum is actually the best one, or at least one of the best games we've ever gotten out of the Pokemon series. And honestly, as much other games have it, there are some unused content in this game, and it either goes from the sprites being removed to some moves not being in the game. And frankly, again, as always, I always find it interesting to see what got cut, changed, or whatnot in these games, just because, it's just part of the process of game development to see, oh, well, this idea doesn't work, or we can expand on this idea, and then, you can change it to whatever the hell you want. But now I actually say, let's get into the video, just because, I'm pretty sure you guys came here just to watch me talk about what actually did get cut. Also note that I will mostly be talking about Platinum, and when I say otherwise, it will just be about Diamond and Pearl, so you keep that in mind. But the first one I want to talk about has to be an unused sprite, and it belongs to Garantino, along with some unused animations for him. The sprite belongs to his origin form, and this was said to be a pre-release screenshot, but I'm not 100% sure on that. But some other animations also went unused, and these will also apply to his alternate and origin forms. Next we have Shaman, and it actually has a different animation for the land form, but there are also different sprites that were used for its second and fourth frames, so I'm guessing the alternate was an unused animation for the last frame. Next we also have some unused NPCs, and the first one is just called Big Man. This one was slightly different from the large NPC just because it's a stretched out version of it, and I don't really know why it was in the game's code to begin with, but whatever, I'm not game free. The next one is based on the sprite from Fire Red and Leaf Green, and this one was for the female. And this one was cut early on just because I'm guessing it was the early design and they didn't really need it since they already had a better design later on the road. The next one is also similar to that one, but it's for the man, and this one is a green-haired man, so I'm guessing it's the same case where they just cut it because they had a better design. Next we have early versions of the Road Time appliances, and these ones are just grayed out versions of what we have in game with minor visual differences in the overall sprites. Again, as I said, they're gray and they actually have some visual differences with how the designs, but not much. Next one actually is a unused encounter, and that has to be a roaming Darkrai set at level 40. You can actually put this in the game if you run some script commands, but honestly I don't really see why, because I don't really think it'd be that useful to have a Darkrai in a Gen 4 copy, just because it's really old at this point, so you just have it for the novelty, but whatever. But this was actually assumed to have been caught in a similar way to Cresselia, just because they all kind of connected, but I'm guessing they took it out again for that special event, and this one's actually only in Diamond and Pearl, so you cannot get this in Platinum. And as you probably already know, Pokemon can actually be caught holding an item sometimes, and in these games actually some of them went unused. Some of these Pokemon actually can be found holding their evolution items, like Electabuzz holding Electrizer, which was actually set to 50% in Diamond and Platinum. Then there was actually some of them holding different kinds of berries, different items to increase certain attacks or stats, like for example, Mega can be found holding a wide lens. In Platinum there's actually some unused Poketraps like a stopwatch, alarm clock, and an early version for a menu on the bottom screen. Then there's also some cut content that's only in the original Gen 4 games Diamond and Pearl. Like there's some unused items like the Contest Pass, Loot Sack, Magma Stone, Member Card, and Rulebook, and along with the Red Chain. Some of these were used in later games like the Contest Pass, Magma Stone, in games like OS and Black and White sequels respectively, but some of these were actually never really used because I'm guessing they were key items in the game, or just not really used, like the rulebook and the member card, they went unused. But the member card again was actually used in Platinum for the Darkrai event, so there's that. Then there are some unused maps in the game, like an early version of the Great March. As you can see, there actually is some really minor changes, like some trees, some ledges, and the train's not there, but you probably can know the difference if you went to this area a lot. Then there's also some unused brag sprites for the Pokemon, and these belong to Gastrodon, Shellos, and the Waltz family. Then there's also some ones for the Sinnoh starters and the Hoenn starters. And then for the, along with the Pokemon back sprites, there were some unused trainer sprites. There were some unused sprites for the Campo, the Picnico, and the Pokekid. Also note, these last couple ones were for Diamond and Pearl only, and this one is also for Diamond and Pearl. There was some unused models in the game, like a Jubilife City house where it's not used anywhere in that city, along with a sign for the Pokemon that wasn't used, but this one was used in Hulko and Soul Silver, so at least they got to use it a little bit later. And then there was a sign for the PC or the Poke Center that was never used. And I'm guessing they just changed it because they didn't really need it, or they didn't really place it anywhere because, you know, like the sign was actually pretty big. So, you know, who the hell knows, but you know, that's just my assumptions on why it went unused. But honestly, those were mostly some of the bigger changes I want to go over with this game, or these games, and because I feel like a lot of them were just like some unused sprites and not much too important, just like, you know, maybe some small unused sprites, moves, and stuff like that. But still, I think it's still interesting to go over them nonetheless. But regardless, thank you guys for watching, and see you guys later.